I do possess that very word of Satpurush. So Satpurush is with me. When Satpurush is doing everything, Nirankar is also there in it. They all have joined together. I as a Hansa is there. Satpurush as Satpurush is there. Mind, God is there. All have joined together in my body. So this body is not great. This body is great than Satpurush. This body is great than God. And this body is great than Hansa. Sea is great than river. River is great than canal. And if sea goes to somebody who engulfs it, becomes great, greater and greatest. So, realize the importance of Sadguru, but it is too difficult. You shun off by shaking your head. No, whatsoever he is talking is all rubbish, all foolish. He is egoist. We are very good. I narrated you a story of mad people and mad city. Do remember that. Sweep me away like a storm. Take everything I have. Please, you don't have anything with you to give to God. You can give to God while bowing before your Sadguru. Then you can give away everything of yours. मेरा मुझ में कुछ नहीं, जो कुछ है सो तेरा, तेरा तुझको सौंप दे, क्या लागे मेरा. Put everything, your mind, your wealth, your everything before the lotus feet of Sadguru and get whatsoever you want from him. But you have to let go your ego. Become insignificant, not in words but in deeds. Your insignificance will go to God and Satpurush. Then they will love. Then your love will start with them. Then love, Sat, Surti and Anand. You will acquire all these blessings in you. You will be full of bliss. The whole fountainhead is flowing into you. Fountainhead of God, fountainhead of Satpurush. But you have to let go your ego. Ego is gone. You have become Satpurush himself. Ham Brahmasmi, you have become God. But that limit is up to Gyande. Brahmasmi, Anandhak is up to that very stage. Fifth body. Sixth body is very unique. Bin pag chale sune bin kan. Kar vidhi karam kare ati nana. Anna rahit sakal ras bhogi. Vin vani vakta bhadi yogi. Bin paras hai, bin dars hai. Ye vidhi sab alokik jani. महिमा जाए कई विधि बिखानी, तो ये महिमा अपरंपार. तुम आत्मा बन जाओ. Become आत्मिक, and then you will see blessings of God, blessings of Satpurush. They will start flowing towards you. Hazrat Isa used to meet God while climbing a mountain. He used to talk to God. But one day, when his mother had departed, then the voice of the God came to him when he was just climbing the mountain. It said, Musa, be vigilant. Your mother, who was praying to me for you, is gone. No, you have to take care of yourself now, yourself. See if you will subject yourself towards God through Satguru. That is the true path. Otherwise, even if you see God, you become God, it is insignificant. Your ego is with you. You will get certain traits in you. You will get some power in you, but not to ignite the soul of others. You can't ignite the soul of others. You will remain an ordinary man. Simply, your ego will be enhanced by those powers. That too are done. Those who worship God directly, they do get these powers. He befools them further and they say, okay, we have done this and this. But they can't elevate the soul of anybody. They don't have that very power. They don't have that very word to just awaken those merry mosses. So this is all foolish deeds that we are doing on this planet. This enhances our ego. This gives diet to our ego. This is a fire that we provide to our ego. Sweep me away like a storm. Take everything I have. Break open my sleep. This is what you have to say to your Satguru, not to God and Satpurush. It is He who has to awaken you from your deep slumber. It is He who has to enlighten your soul. So this duty is assigned to Gurus and Satgurus. Gurus to take somebody up to 3 loks progress, karma philosophy. But in total, complete moksha, you have to surrender before Satguru. It is only He who can liberate you permanently from this earth, from this planet. So cry before God is just crying in wilderness. Just as leaves of the trees and branches rustle in the morning breeze, they create a very pleasant sound voice, but they strike. Same is the case when you get a live holy name. It strikes and strikes with your surti, your nirti, along with your breath, and it awakens you. You are awakened by your own self, but with the help of Satguru. You have to concentrate all the times on the face of Satguru. Whether you are sleeping, you are lying in the bed, you are talking, whatsoever you are doing, then every minute of yours will generate, I should say, diamonds and diamonds. In a day you can become more richer than Ambani. In a day, even in a minute, even in a second, provided you are spiritually elevated and you have become elevated soul. It is the soul which has to become rich. You have to convert yourself from Atma, soul, to Hansa, because Atma is amalgamation of mind, Maya and Hansa. Let go, not by your own efforts, but by the grace of God and His alive holy name. It is Sabbath, not word. It is not Shabbat. It is Sabbath. It can't be written. There is no explanation of this word in any dictionary because nobody knows this word. This is known to saints only. 550 years back, it was known to Kabir Sahib, and 550 years after, it is known to this Benam. And it is always given by Satguru himself, not by any Guru. My Satguru's word that I received, that remained up to 5th chakra. It couldn't go to 6th and 7th. Nirankar, when became my Guru, he took me to 6th chakra, crown chakra, and I entered. I couldn't enter at that very moment. I could only go around Shastra law and used to come back. That's why I have given you timetable for worship, but without meeting me, this timetable won't work for you. If I'll get time today, I'll give you the timetable of Buddha. What was his timetable? So that is also good for you. But Buddha is gone. You can't be initiated. You can't be infused with the Surti soul. Whatsoever he was having, he has taken it with him. When the personality goes, he takes away the thing with him. Satnam was the word with Baba Nanak. With the departure of Baba Nanak, the word is gone. No, the people are simply saying Satnam. Satnam is a box. The content of it is gone with him because it cannot be spoken. So who can speak this word to anybody? He too was initiated. He too was enlightened by this word because he is in Satlu. So I am telling you truth. I am not telling a lie because I don't get even a single penny from anybody. I am not to become rich. I am already rich. I am not to take anything from you. I have got everything with you. As Tagore is saying, sweep me away like storm. Take everything I have. Break open my sleep and plunder my dreams. That's what he says. He says, become a thief and take away everything regarding my dreams. Dekha? He also has a sinking light in him. A glimpse of ray was vibrating within his body. His soul was excited, but there was no source to provide him light. There must be light to ignite that sparkling streak of light. Plunder my dreams. Wake me up from my sleep and plunder my dreams. Please take away my dreams. So please, this whole world is a dream. Your body is a dream. God is a dream. Your Atma is a dream. Your soul is a dream. A thing which contains a little bit of dust is a dream. God is mind, not Surti, so dream. All Devi Devtas are creation of mind, are dreams, not Surti. So what are you talking? To take away my dreams. Who will take away? It is you who has to forsake these dreams. You have to come out of these dreams. You have to realize the truth yourself. That everything visible to these five senses, your seeing is dream, your hearing is dream, your smelling is dream, your speech is dream, Whatsoever you eat is dream. So all these things are dreams. What is truth then? Truth is when you become Hansa, free of all dust. And this can be done by the alive holy name of true and real Satguru. Satpurush jo jansi, this ka Satguru naam, one who knows Satpurush completely, who possesses the alive holy name of Satpurush and meets him time and again, is the real Satguru on the planet. I am explaining each and everything. I'll rewrite this whole Gitanjali. And this will comprise 10 books of this size. If Satpurush will provide me time to write. If I have to depart earlier, it is up to him. But I said to you that in 4 lines explanation, you can write 10 pages. And even more than that. Take everything I have, break open my sleep and plunder my dreams. Please, rob off me of my dreams. Lelo, take away everything regarding my dreams. But you yourself is a dream. You don't know this much. To whom you are pleading is a dream. So who will come to your rescue? Do realize this first. It is only pure and true Satguru. Who can do this? But everybody on this planet, those gurus have lakhs and lakhs of disciples. And their property is unknown to anybody. So much property, they have hoarded. They have safeguarded. But who can save these things? These things are meaningless. I may mention you one example of a woodcutter and his wife. There was a woodcutter and his wife living very simple life, but they were true disciples of Kabir Sahib. And Kabir Sahib used to say at that very moment, don't save anything. Whatsoever you earn and spend. Next day will be seen what happens to you. Don't worry for the next day. Live in this very moment and think of this very moment. Move and be with him. Be with me. If you get anything, okay. If you don't get anything, live up to me. Leave it up to me, okay? One day, the woodcutter was moving ahead and his wife was little away from him. He was in his own thoughts. He was in Surti at the same moment, taking Satguru with me, Satguru with him. As I am taking my Satguru with me, he was taking his Satguru, Kabir Sahib, with him. At a place, he saw some gold lying there at the roadside. Kachi road. It was not Pakavan, Kacha road. And he saw the gold and he looked back and he saw his wife that she was at a distance from him. He at once dug a hole and put that very gold into that very hole and filled it with mud from outside. When his wife came near to him. He had done this that his wife may not see this, because ladies are mostly greedy and she may not like to pick up this gold. But see the tragedy. I mentioned in my previous lecture, don't make any difference between male and female. Female are not the creation of from wax or from the rib of a man or of God. They are as good souls as all the human beings. Even there is no difference between mosquito, spider, frog, snake, elephant, dog, man, woman. All have got the same soul in them. All souls have come from Satlok. I have met with Meera in Satlok. And even in this lok, when they came together to meet me in my upper house, no difference should be maintained. Rather, I should say they are more lovable, Surtivan, as compared to men. Men can lack, but females are true to their love. See, in the case of physical love also, they move from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, but keep them in the talk. So I don't want to move to this very side. Let me explain my story. He said to his wife, let us move ahead, but she said, wait. You have found a difference between gold and earth. What a tragedy. You can see gold and earth as separate identity. And he got wonderstruck. For saints, those who are true and real, for disciples who are true and real, of true SATGURU, for them, gold is as insignificant or as important as the earth itself is, but they don't make any difference with them. They don't like to keep gold in their house. Then there is every chance of robbery, every possibility of they being killed, because poor people live in poverty. You have seen the condition of the laborers in the present situation prevailing in the whole of the world. Universal epidemic, COVID-19, has created havoc in the whole of the world. And in this very condition, everybody is suffering, but the suffering of the poor and needy are behind explanation. They can't be put in words, so not to speak anything about it. So what I am saying, rob me of my world, then finally says, rob me of my world. Please separate me from this world. Either take this world or me. I don't like. So here is a glimpse of lightning, a glimmering light is there, a glimmering streak is there in his voice. When he says, rob me of my world. Take away this dream world from me. It is a truth. But it should be said to SATGURU or Guru, not to God. He is not going to interfere in the affairs of disciple and Guru, disciple and SATGURU. They both keep it up to them. Nirankar has Gurus and Satpurush has SATGURUs. The difference between the two, I will elaborate at a proper time. What is the difference between the two? A lot of differences between the two. So this was one paragraph of page 102 of Gitanjali. I elaborated before you. Let me see in this bhajan song of Satlok, what else it contains. Na lo sapne, don't be in dreams, don't go to in dreams. कहीं सपनों में महासागर पार होता है. You can't cross these three loks simply by going into dreams. You have to get a live holy name from Satguru. कहीं मन माया में रहने से पूर्ण मोक्ष दान मिलती. When you are living with mind and wealth, maya, when you are talking of mind and wealth, you can't attain permanent salvation. अंगारों में मिलावट है, ये दुखों का कारण. देखा कि there is dust in coal. I explained to you previously. हीरे समान बनना है जो राख से दूर रहता है. हीरा is free of one material, that's earth, but the others are very much in it. Fire is in it, air is in it, water is in it, sun is in it, but earth is not. Earth is because we take earth because it is visible to us, and all the other go into their respective sources which do not show any sign of their appearance. You can't say there is diamonds air, there is diamonds fire, there is diamonds sunatata, that's black matter. You can't explain, so though we say it pure, it is pure regarding earth matter. इसी को सच्चा प्रेम तुम जानो. But simply saying about diamond, you can't be pure. For purity, you have to do something more. You have to light a candle. Let the candle burn completely and let it go. You still find a little bit of dust there on the ground or the plate on which you had lit the candle. But it gives you, or an example of diamond gives you an idea that you have to be empty. Become empty within. Even if this body exists, it is not going to disturb you in any way. It will act as a blanket to you. Make use of it as a blanket. Don't pay any heed towards it. Simply go well within you and cross all these chakras one by one. You can cross, I crossed and you too can cross. But it requires determination, your will and your devotion. Devotion is very important. If you are devoted that I have to do this, then you do, but don't pray. Don't pray to God, do this. You are the doer yourself. You have to do yourself with the blessing and grace of Satguru. It is Satguru who can come to your rescue from time to time. So if you keep these 4 things, these 5 things, 6 things with you, you are led astray. You can't reach to your destination. The most important thing that has to be eliminated is your ego. And for that, simply by bowing before your Satguru in presence of all devotees will do the job. But if you put your head only once when you have to get the alive holy name from him, to initiate his alive holy name on your surti, to provide holy name to your surti, that is not sufficient. Every satsang is as important as your surti is, because in satsang you get the glimpses of Chetan Surti from his eyes, from his Surti spoken words. I don't speak words, I speak out the Chetan Surti of Satpurush that is there in me. It is that which is flowing out towards you. It elevates your soul. It ignites your surti and you get elevated. Your surti gets enlightenment within no time. With your namaskar, placing your head on the foot of Satguru, you receive tremendous power by touching his thumb, because the whole power flows out through thumb. So 3 kinds of surti concentration you receive from Satguru: listening, seeing into his eyes, and bowing on his feet. This is the most important thing, provided Satguru is true, loyal. He has known Satpurush. He has attained all those traits, qualities which are needed in Satguru. So my whole prayer to you is, कई जन्म तेरे गे जपा न सच्चा में नाम, खरे अक्षर में समा गया नियक्षर न पाया नाम. In this daya, कई जन्म तेरे गे, you have taken so many births on this planet and you have not mentioned from your surti the Satnam, the Sar Shabad, Venam Shabad, which is provided to your surti through surti. हर अक्षर में समा गया. You always remain busy in bhakvat and spoken words. Words convey that you are still in God. You are worshipper of God. And you have not listened anything about ni akshar, ni sabad, mool shabad, sabad vede. That's known as ni akshar. Na paya naam. इसी को we say naam dan. This is known as naam dan, kriya, function of naam dan. That Satguru acts and reacts with surti to concentrate the surti of the sadhak. So in this very way, you are wasting the whole life in this universe. ये आगे लिखा, ये जगत रैन का सपना, मत जानो कोई इसे अपना. This is a way, this is a passing show. This is mere dream, mere assumption that this world is there. Nobody is existing. That's why I say to people, you are not yet born. A seed lying in the box is not born. When it is thrown in well set land, watered properly and sowed properly, this seed is sown and it will germinate within days and you will see its existence. So you are not thrown in the proper field, which is well set, well arranged, well planed, well watered, completely secured, completely in the open sunlight. It will grow, it will flourish, and it will serve your purpose. So please, this world is nothing but a dream of mirage, as if you are in the desert and you just see water from far off. But when you reach there, you find no water. It is mirage. That means you are deluded. This delusion perplexes you. This makes you fool of yourself. You befool yourself in this very way. So, my present lecture is like that. Become ghee, but don't have any butter and milk in it. It will get spoiled. I mentioned 5 chakras to you, 5 plexus to you, and made it clear that you can be free of mind up to 90%, but 1% is still with you, and that 1% goes when you become a disciple of true and real SATGURU. Without him, you can't be perfect. You can't be pure Atmi. For attaining purity, to be a Hansa, free of mind and man, you have to go before true SATGURU. And in one period, there is only one SATGURU who comes from Satlok. I have left this body so many times, gone to Satlok like others, but some are there in Satlok, those who departed from this body and never came back again. Baba Nanak is the example, Mira is his example, Ravi Das is the example. So, I may make it clear to you, I went there numerous of times, but I was sent into the same body. I could have been sent into another body. It is all up to Satpurush to decide in which body I have to go. It is up to him. It is not within the jurisdiction of SATGURU. It is the jurisdiction of Satpurush. It is he who has to decide where one has to go. So my next point to you is that I mentioned you in the beginning. Don't move with the canal water, but move with the river water. This is what I am saying. Don't move with Gurvas, Move with SATGURU. Guruvas will simply keep you in these three loks because they don't have alive holy name with them. They have those words which are written in Vedas, and Vedas are given by God Himself. So He wants to keep you all in these three loks to rule over you. You may go in heaven, no problem to Him. You may go to your ancestors' home, no problem to Him. You may go to Sunaloks, no problem to Him. You may go to His own Kron Chakra, that is His own Shashastra Lok, no problem. You may go to Mahasunaloks, like Shabad Lok, no problem to Him. But only one problem is, He doesn't want you to go to Amar Lok, Sat Lok. It is His wish, no problem. But if you want to have permanent salvation, if you want to move with the river, because its end point is sea. Same is the case of SATGURU. His end point is not God, but Satpurush, Parampurush, where you can attain permanent salvation. You meet with your own Paramahansas, and you also become Paramahansa over there. And you roam over there and live with Satpurush. He talks, He walks, He provides you spiritual food of Satlok from time to time to drink or eat. So your Atma does take to eat and drink of Satlok only. Those things are not available in any of the lok of three lok. So that is why I laid a stress and spoke before you. Please follow the dictates, instructions and directions of Satguru. And secondly, I may make it clear to you that every day I'll take something from Gitanjali. This book has provided Nobel Prize of the world to Rabindranath Tagore. I am not after anything from anybody because I have already received whatsoever I had to receive, and all has been given to me by God, by Devi Devatas, by Art Shakti and Satpurush Himself. And moreover, the blessings of all Rishi, Muni, Japi, Tapi, Sannyasi, Yogeshwar, Peer, Pegambar, Kutub, Oliya, Paramahansas, my Satguru, my Bade Sahib, and then Satpurush Himself. I have received a lot and lot. Where to keep them all? So I don't require worldly puff and power, worldly place, because nobody is in an awakened stage. They all are sleeping. So from whom you want to gain respect? Those who are already in deep slumber. Let them awake. That is my prize. Let them be with alive holy name. That's what I'll get. I will get from that, not because of anything else. All other things go with the passage of time. But the only thing that remains forever is to become Hansa, pure soul, without any amalgamation of mind and man and Maya. Be free of mind and Maya. Then and then your soul will be spiritually elevated and you will become Paramhansa and live happily in Amarlok along with Satpurush. So with this all, I want to have a separation from you for the time being till tomorrow. Today I have given you a lot and lot, and that too in the language you like. I spoke in both the languages, made the use of Hindi somewhere for those who understand Hindi and English to those who understand English. My English language is very simple, moderate and rhythmic. So please, if I spoke anything wrong, anything bad, which hurt the feeling of somebody, I bow my head before that soul to please forget all that. It is not deliberately, it is not knowingly, it may be unknowingly, without my knowledge that I am hurting you in any way. So finally again, I don't want to hurt you even up to the level of respect. I want to please you in all respects. I want to elevate your souls to the greatest peak. You should spread your Surti soul that should reach to Satlok. So be friendly with me. I'll be very, very thankful to you all for listening to me patiently, and when this will go into YouTube, you too will listen to it patiently, and at that very moment take whatsoever is good for you. Ignore the other, which is dust, to dustbin. Don't care for that. But even if you got hurt, then pardon me for that. I will accept those words of yours, even in Surti, to rectify myself in the coming sermons. These are not sermons that I am giving. It is from Satpurush who is giving. It is from God who is also in me. All are in unison in my body to speak to you. I am simply the pipeline. I am simply the flute. I am simply the piano through which he is singing his song of life to you people. So again I say, please प्यार से बोलिए सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी। बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय। आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय। सो आई स्टॉप इट हियर।